So there is talk, and there's always ongoing talk of settling cases, with Roundup and a lot of these torts when they're further along. We do the CPAP machines. That's early on.
What's the deal with CPAP?
So CPAP, people have these breathing disorders. They wear these masks, and it helps them breathe at night. And some people, it keeps them alive. The problem is that this foam that is used to make it quieter, so if you're sleeping with somebody, it's not as loud, starts to degrade, and then you start breathing it in, and not a shock, it causes cancer. So then Philips started recalling all these machines.
Wow. Okay.
But those cases are so early on that there's so much that needs to be done before people say, where's my check?
Right.
Because there's been no trials, and they're still doing a lot of discovery. So some of these cases never get to that far, like Zantac causes cancer. But there was a federal judge that threw out the plaintiff's science and said, this doesn't make sense. It's junk science. The cases are over. So that's on appeal. So some people that got cancer from Zantac, they may not have a claim anymore. We're still waiting on that.
And obviously, like, I'll just throw out the obvious there is somebody may have cancer, but they don't know for sure that it was Zantac versus Johnson & Johnson talcum powder versus maybe they use a CPAP and talcum powder and sunscreen and all these things. They don't know exactly where it's from, but that's not the key issue. The key issue is, did you use a CPAP machine? Did you get a specific type of cancer? Is that accurate?
Right. So what happens is lawyers start filing these suits. They probably have some medical evidence while the case goes on.
Okay.
But because these cases take years, there's a lot of studies that are always ongoing, and there's more experts that look at stuff. So let's say there's 10 cancers for CPAP. Then as the science goes on, they go, you know what? We can't prove these 5 cancers. Okay. So anybody that we signed up that have one of those cancers, unfortunately, we have to send them a letter saying, we're not saying you don't have a case. We're just saying we're not exploring your cancer. And then the plaintiff pool is now less because now we think these are stronger cases. So that happens all the time. And it's unfortunate when you have to tell people they've been waiting and say, sorry, we're not pursuing your type of cancer anymore because the science doesn't measure up that we could even prove it.
Right.
So it's, that's not a good conversation to have.
Yeah, that's tough. Now,